Chapter 15, Violent Criminals. Standing next to my locker a few days later was a third grader wearing a tan trench coat with the lapels turned up. He wore sunglasses and his brown hair looked like a comb hadn't touched the kid's head in days. "Psst, psst," he said. "You Amy Ann Ollinger?" "Yeah, who are you?" "Weeby," he said. "Nikolai Weeby." He leaned closer. "The red dog barks at midnight," he whispered. "What?" He frowned. "It's a code, a spy code." "Well, it's not a very good code if only one of us knows it," I thought, but I didn't say it. The boy sighed. "I'm looking for a book, a secret book. A spy book." "You mean Harriet the Spy?" "Shh," he said. He glanced around like there were spies everywhere. "It's checked out," I told him. I opened the BBLL, the Banned Books Locker Library, to show him. There were only 6 books left on the shelf. Everything else had been checked out. And even after I'd added another 12 books from Mrs. Spencer's new list. Mostly with Danny's help, he knew all kinds of people who had copies at home. "I could put you on the list," I told Nikolai. I pulled out the clipboard where people could reserve a book and had him add his name. Whenever somebody turned a book back in, I went through the list and found the next person who wanted it, then left them a note in their locker mailbox saying it was ready for pickup. My own locker mailbox had 3 notes in it, all from different people in my class, and all asking to read one of the books. My locker mailbox was getting a lot more use lately. "You should have a list," Nikolai said, "of all the books you have, so people know what they can check out." "And do what? Hang it on the outside of my locker with a sign that says, 'Here are all the books we're not supposed to read that I have hidden in my locker,'" I wanted to say. Instead, I said, "I'll think about it." Nikolai pulled a pen out of his pocket and talked into it like it was a microphone. "Abort mission. Repeat, abort mission. Alert Ukrainian intelligence. The package is not in the locker. Repeat, not in the locker." I closed my locker and saw someone watching me from behind another locker door farther down the hall. It was Trey. There really were spies everywhere. "Hey, I got you a new one," Danny said, making me jump. Nikolai was gone and Danny stood in his place. With one hand, he combed his helmet of hair into the exact place he wanted it, and with the other, he slid me a beat-up old paperback copy of My Brother Sam is Dead. I squeaked and stuck the book up under my shirt. I glanced down the hall. Trey was gone. Had he seen Danny give me the book? If he did, the first thing he would do is run and tell his mom. I popped one of my braids in my mouth and sucked on it. "Sorry," Danny said. "I thought you'd be excited." "I am. Yeah, I'm sorry," I told him. I pulled the book out and put it quickly into my locker. It was one of the books off Mrs. Spencer's new list that I didn't have. "Javi's older brother had a copy of it," Danny said. "He thinks he might have Bridge to Terabithia around somewhere, too. He's going to look for it this weekend. I'll let you know." I didn't understand why Danny was so into finding all the books on the list. He wasn't interested in reading them all like I was. I thanked him anyway and put the book in my locker. We had to get to class. "Have you read any of the Wayside School books?" I asked him. "I think you'd like them. They're really funny." Danny flicked his hair into place. "Cool. I didn't know you had those. I'll pick one up after school." He went into Mr. Vaughn's class, and he walked with me to my desk. Rebecca was already sitting in the desk beside mine. "Hey, you've got so many books now, you need a list," Danny whispered. "You know, to let everybody know what's in the BBLL." I know, I told him. Nikolai said the same thing. "Right, and what's she supposed to do? Tape it to the front of her locker?" Rebecca said. She gets caught and it's lawsuit time. I felt the quicksand opening up underneath me again. Lawsuit time? Sure, from all the parents whose children you've corrupted. Why do you think they banned all those books to begin with? Because the parents think they're going to rot our brains and turn us into violent criminals. Danny ran his fingers through his hair. I don't know about you guys, but ever since I read Wait Till Helen Comes, I've been thinking about worshiping Satan. He's got some really good ideas. Don't joke! This is serious, I said. Is this serious, Rebecca? Oh, come on, Danny said. Nobody's going to sue you. Suspend you, maybe, but not sue you. Definitely suspended, Rebecca agreed. The quicksand turned into water and I sank to the bottom, desk and all.